guys, welcome back. So today we're gonna be making Scotch eggs. And if you don't know what Scotch eggs are, it's eggs and sausage. So let's start making it. So let me show you the ingredients you need first. First, you're going to drop eggs and sausages. The sausages here, I forgot to defrost them, so I'll have to defrost them in hot water. So if your sausages are not defrosted and they're still frozen, you're going to take a nylon paper. If you don't have, you can use a zipper. You're going to take the sausages and then put it inside of here. Then you're going to boil hot water. And then you're going to take a sipuria. One for boiling the egg and for defrosting the sausage. And then I'll show you some other ingredients that you are going to need to make the Scotch eggs. Garlic, spring onions, and coriander. If you don't know what coriander is, it's also known as dhania, but I don't have, so I'm not going to use that. So I'm going to go inside to pick out the spring onions. Okay, I just picked out some spring onions, and my dog is feeling jealous and not playing with it right now. Here's my dog, and it's very excited to see me. Okay, so now we're gonna wash this one. Now we're going to peel the garlic. So I finished peeling the garlic. Okay, so now the egg and sausage is boiling. Let me show you. So here is the sausage, and then here is the egg. Now we are going to start by washing this. So you're going to rinse it with water, and not hot water, so that it will become rinsed. Mine, as you can see, it's wet. And then I also finished peel my garlic. So I'm going to wash my garlic out. Now I'm from rinsing my garlic. So now we're going to start cutting them. So for the spring onions here, and if you're a child and you're cutting, make sure there's an adult there so that you won't cut yourself. So now we are going to cut into small pieces. Make sure there's an adult there if you're a child, because so that none of you get hurt. You cut into small pieces, but not very, very small. I was cutting it yesterday and I was cutting so badly. I do not know how cutting nicely and fast like this. Now we've finished with the spring onions. Now we're going on to the garlic. You're going to take something like this, and then you're going to smash the garlic. You can just use a knife to smash. I could not smash, so my mother helped me. So then you're going to cut it into very small pieces. Very, very small. Make sure they're tiny pieces, because if they're big pieces, it won't taste nicely. So make sure they're very small pieces. If you can, make them even smaller than mine. Okay, so now after I've done this, check on your sausage if it's already defrosted. We're not cooking it yet. If it's already defrosted, please remove it. Now we're going to take up here, and then I'm going to take my sausage. My sausages are in here, so you're going to take it like this. There's no ice on it. Then you're going to put it on your chopping board first, and then you're going to cut the part that's conjoining them. Okay, now after you've done that, this is the dirty part. You're going to cut on top of here, and then you're going to pour all the meat inside without this outer layer. So that's just like removing the skin, and you're going to remove the whole skin, all of it, like this, like that. And then you're going to enter it into your bowl. and make sure all the skin is out, or else you won't get what we are making today. Then you're going to put it inside of the bowl, and then you're going to do so with your other sausages. Just say for some of those sausages was a little bit tricky. So what you're gonna do next, you're going to take some spring onions and then put it on top, and then don't take a lot of garlic, just a tiny bit of garlic, and then you're going to mix it. So you're going to mix it and make sure that there's no skin on this, or else it won't work, because we like it should be in a minced form. So make sure that the skin is off. Let's add a little bit more, and then you mix again. You need to take some salt, and then you get to pick a tiny bit, like a tiny bit on it, and then you're gonna mix. Also take some black pepper, and if you like chili, you can also put some chili on it. But if you don't like chili, it's not a must for you to put the chili. And then after you put the black pepper, you're going to mix it again. So don't add too much black pepper, cause just don't add too much black pepper. Mostly if you're like a child or you're making it for a child, and mostly the ones who like don't like some spices. Now you're going to check on your eggs after mixing it. So now after you've made sure your egg is ready, you're going to pour cold water in it so that it will be easier to remove the shell. So now you're going to peel the egg. You're going to start from the bottom part, not from the part that's sharp. You're going to like hit it on the surface a little bit until you see something like this. And then you're going to start building from there. You're going to put on flour on a bowl, which is also known as flour. Then you're going to crack an egg, not fried, not boiled, and then you're going to put it inside of another bowl. Now then you have your egg and also your flour. So you're going to take this one, and then you're going to take this, and then you're going to place it on here. Depending on how many eggs you're making is how much you're going to divide it. Or not all the parts will get. If you've not made enough, I don't think I've made enough, but I did not have enough sausage. Okay, so now you're going to divide it to the how many you're making. So I'm making 3, so I'm going to divide it into 3. But after you've done that, you're going to take an egg. Your hands might get a little bit messy, and then you're going to put it on top like this, and then you're going to spread it all around. It's okay if some parts don't get, just try to cover it up your very best all around to this other side also, like this. Ooh, be careful, it's almost fell. You're going to spread it as much as you can, and then you're going to roll it carefully around your hands so that it sticks on better. Some might try to get out, but then take it back and then put it back at the right place. And then do so with your other eggs. Again, you roll your egg into the flour, then you put it on. I'm sorry I didn't hit the one before. Maybe that's why it didn't stick so nicely. And then you're going to do the same. Doing your last egg, you're going to like start heating the oil so that the things won't fall off when you're going to fry it. So after you do that, you're going to pick it up. So now you're going to dip it inside of your egg. make sure that it has been mixed. Then you're going to dip it inside of the flour, and then you're going to do it again to make it more crispy. If you want it to be crispier, continue doing it. Let's do it around 3 times. So that's 2, then one more time. Okay, now let's put it on here, and then let's do the rest one. You can choose to use breadcrumbs, but if you don't have breadcrumbs, you can you just use flour like me. I have breadcrumbs, but I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to use flour. So that's one. I made this also yesterday, but I didn't record, and it was so tasty. And here's the third time. Make sure you roll it onto the flour very, very nicely. And then let's do the last one. So, have you guys made sure that your oil is preheating so that it won't start falling off? If you've already done that, then you're sorted. But if you've not done that, then it might start falling off before you do it nicely. So make sure you've preheated your oil. And so that's the third time. So I'm going to put it here. Look at my hands. Now I'm going to wash my hands. I'm going to use something like this so that you won't get burnt. You put it on and then you roll it into the pan slowly. I don't like pan. I mean this one. And then now you're going to start mixing it. You're going to start mixing it with a spatula. You're going to use spatula, and then you're going to be mixing it until it turns golden brown. Golden brown. I'll also show you on my screen how it should look when ready. You're going to be mixing it around until all of it is golden brown. I'm mixing it right now on this. Do that too. Do not cook one side for too long or else it will burn. So what I'm going to show you next is the end result. I'm going to use something like this, or you can just use this. Use the one that you have, but do not use your bare hands. So I'm going to pick them. I've already picked one, now 2. Make sure they're golden brown like this. Now I've picked all of them. So you're going to wait for them to cool down, and make sure the plate you put them in it's paper towel. And then you're also going to turn off the heat because you don't want to burn it down the house. So these are the results. I hope it helped. Then when you cut it in half, it will look so much better. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.